Hello, welcome for I'm a Spider, so what? With our Yuki also does the I'm a Slime Slayer, so what? That was pretty fun, Didn't sound didn't sound how she usually does, I mean, because in a Slime Isekai anime, there are other Isekai anime season, a lot of anime season, that sounds like, you know, Tamaki or Diana or whatever, right? And this anime, she has the same voice, but this is just more softer mellow in the other anime. But anyway, here then, she's found outside in Spider, she's found outside, right? Finally managed to get outside the cave. I was like, finally, I kept saying that. I was like, oh my god, finally she can leave the cave, right? She did that, and then she barbecued, those spiders. That was like, this is kind of morbid. But the opening, though, was super spoilery. Man, the opening, I was like, oh, she's fighting the spider lady. Okay, I'll see, it's all her. Probably not. The opening is like, oh, the fighting is her. Okay, interesting. I was watching it, so 3, 2, 1, and go. But in the opening, you know, she does fight the spider demon lord. It's a little bit like, oh, that was okay. Thank you, opening. I'm pretty common for anime, you know. I do feel that's pretty common for anime, so absolutely that they, you know, they show something like that in the opening. So. Here's some new characters. Someone's parents, perhaps. Who's this character? It's like someone's parents, maybe. An ambush. These are all like new characters, so. One's like a baby. Could that perhaps be one of the characters? Isekai? It's kind of like the white lady, yeah. It's like, yeah, it looks like the, you know, the one of the demon lords, Alice, right? The red eyes there. It's probably her there with the those crimson red eyes, right? It's probably the. And look at that shoe, the main character. I think it's kind of funny the opening for this shoe, and it's like, I am the main Isekai protagonist. I got a generic backstory. If he's not that to me, he's like, look at me, I'm Shu, main character. It's like, yes. But yeah, you know, see different girls and so on. Well, that's probably her, of course, before. I mean, the baby, I mean, it's her, right? We saw her in the same kind of cart there in the opening, right? And then Sensei's gonna betray them or something, I guess, because she's like, no! But certainly, Red Eyes, it's another Isekai character, right? Certainly. But now then in the opening here, she's gonna fight the Spider Lord, right? It's like, Spider Demon Lord, yeah, here we go. So this is like, super spoilery! Oh, here's the fighting, I guess. It's not her then, she's fighting her, so yeah. She's gonna save the world from her mom or something. It's probably mom. Yes. No, that in the opening is a little bit like, oh, thank you opening. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, thank you. It's like, we all kept wondering, you know, as anime only, is she the spider lady? Is she the demon lord? You know, oh no, she's not, because she's fighting her. Unless the opening of course is tricking us, right? It actually is her. She's like a weird open thing to be. We were tricking you all along, but I very much doubt that though. But it would be kind of funny though, of the. Well, here we go. It's out of the cave, barbecuing some other spiders. It's all, you know, hanky-dory. Yeah, it's all friendshipy. Like this is like typical for a. It felt very more. She's like, oh, spider, it tastes great. You know, like, what's she doing? But I'm happy now. After last week, I'm happy now she's out. I mean, I'm not tired of seeing the cave, right? I'm tired of seeing the goddamn cave, right? Oh yeah, I know she's gonna meet the baby, of course, of this other, the Isekai. Clearly, the baby is not the Isekai character, right? Yeah, this is what we heard there. But it makes sense though, because clearly that the girl later on is one of the, you know, demon lord characters, right? And of course, because the spider is born immediately, yeah, she's a spider now, and you know the baby's just like a few months older, so it makes sense. But even more so, this episode points her to being the spider lord. Supposed to Kumiko being the spider demon lord, right? Because obviously this baby is gonna turn into becoming the woman and ally herself with the spider demon lord, right? So yeah, the opening. If the opening hadn't showed me, oh, here's her fighting, I probably even more think now that, oh, she's like the demon lord, right? Because she's saving the baby that is helping the demon lord. I mean, as not a baby, as a grown-up. She's helping her. Oh yeah, like it's like I'm gonna save them. People are gonna love me. I'm gonna get their approval. I love it. Yeah, she's like, finally, I can get someone's approval, right? Yeah, I can get their approval. I can save their life, and you know, yeah, or eat them. But okay, let's see, Kumiko. I can be a hero. I can come in here and save the. Yeah, that's her. That's a demon lord's ally, right? So come on. You get the two. The shooting guy. Oh my god, not the show guy. Here it comes. Spider Savior! This is all Spider-Man style. Here we go. The friendly neighborhood Kumiko. Yeah, I got no choice. Could have saved Origat earlier, but I'm just a baby this. But will they appreciate her though? Will they be like, oh, she saved us, this demonic spider on her poison? Yeah, spider! I mean, yeah, she's super evil. I mean, will these other humans, I mean, the baby's parents, will they be like, yeah. Will they help, will they take it for this thing? For like slaying all the humans? Yeah, I'm happy! I did it! Woo! Yeah, like, will they accept her? Will they be like, thank you, murderous spider lady? I love it. In her own vision, it's like, yes, they're gonna thank me for it. I'm gonna come in here and be a heroic. They will certainly thank me for being a hero. It's like, yes, most certainly. Most certainly will this turn out good for you, Kumiko. I believe. Oh, she even heals him. Okay, so what's happened? She heals him. He puts it. She understands happening. Does he get it? Did she heal him? Well, I love her vision. Yeah. No, spider lady. Yes. Oh, I'm too badass. I need to go on my own adventure. But I mean, the baby's an isekai character, right? Definitely, come on. The baby's gonna be one of her schoolmates, right? Exactly. She's like, what? The baby got amazing stats! The baby is clearly one of her classmates. Come on, it's gonna be one of her friends, right? Come on, the baby's an isekai character, obviously. I mean, it was pretty clear even before this backstory. I think that seeing her as a grown-up, she looked very much like an isekai character, right? You know? The woman she turns into, yeah. Looked very isekai. She looked very special, right? So. This is kind of funny how she's like, will they accept her friendliness? Will they be like, yeah, she's a friendly spider girl. Yeah, she's nice to us. But clearly she's like, the baby and me, we can be best friends. This again, as I said, points us to her being the spider lord, right? That's the demon lord, because she's like, here she meets her, you know, ally. Which is not part of the other humans, you know. And her like vampire. Yeah, clearly a vampire. Demonic vampire, very clearly, but yeah. I think she's getting it. No, it's unfair. Life is unfair for Kumiko. Yeah, I could have been a hot vampire chick. You know? Oh, it's unfair! I agree, Kumiko. Life is unfair, man. Life is just so... Life is unfair, man. I agree, man. Life is unfair. I'm a spider, and she's a demon vampire girl. I agree with Kumiko. Life is goddamn unfair. It's so goddamn unfair, man. She could have had it all. She could have had it all, right? Oh, here's the... Here's the elves, yeah. Because it'd be... Could this be this, you know, the Sensei's family? Is it her somehow? Why did that pop up there? Yeah. Protect your classmate, I guess. I mean, certainly she's like, well, I gotta protect the vampire girl, right? She's like my... Here I'm playing my hard mode. It's like, sounds fair. Okay, good. And I guess we have a timer. Back to shoe. Yeah, there is the motors on. Whoa. Yeah, back to main character Sue, man. But I said earlier, I love the opening, the beginning opening. He's like, Sue, I pushed with his wife with that. I'm like, yeah, like, he has that, the how to summon demon lord kind of opening. I got my harem, he got that kind of like, I got the main character life story. I love it, yeah, like he appears and pops up like he's like, he's the main character, right? So Immortal sounds evil now? What? She like killed her father? What? What's happening? What? She controlled by someone? What's happening? Immortal sounds evil? What? So he blames Nishan? Maybe she was working for her brothers, the other ones? Wasn't she always like super fan of her brother? Like wasn't she like a Shu fangirl? What? Well, I guess she got taken over by, her and Genderbender. Yeah, I guess she could mind control, I guess, the Genderbender, Genderbender and her got taken in. That was a dumb scene too, because Genderbender can clearly fight, right? She's a kind of, flare. Yeah, so of course it's like his plan. But I guess she's mind controlled, because isn't she like super Shu fangirl? I can see the brother is being evil, right? But the sister might just be, hopefully, mind controlled. But if he took the Genderbender girl, that was so stupid, because he was like, no, don't fight us. And I'm like, can't you fight? That scene was ridiculous, because I mean, she's like some trained warrior, right? And he entered, she's like, didn't even throw a fireball at him. She was just like, no! I know you want me! Yeah. She was like, oh, no! It's like, don't go, I might look like a girl, but, yeah, it's just like, what? And let's say the father, though. The scene is kind of, I don't know. I mean, the father, she shot him on distance. Shouldn't he be like a high-level fighter guy, too? Isn't he like the king or something, like a high-level lord or whatever? You would think he could block like one attack on distance. I would buy it more. Yeah. But I don't know, she's like insane, I guess. She's like, yeah, you finally noticed. I was mind controlling her all along. He's so evil to me. Like, my perfect evil strategy! And he was like, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good strategy. It wasn't like amazing, I feel he's like, yeah, that's right. Oh, Ara indeed. Here she is though. Super obvious demon chick. I mean, she looks so evil. She looks like the Ketatsu Konto, yeah, definitely. And when she appeared the first time, I'm like, oh, here's this to give him powers. Come on. Like, classic, typical demon girl appearing in behind and be like, yes, you want to have powers now? Well, he's my prey, of course. But this betrayal was like so obvious too. I mean, earlier when he fought his, former best friend, and yeah, this thing was just so stupid that Sensei's back again. Wind Sensei! Sensei and her damn wind magic. Who are you? Oh my god. Betrayal all over the place. But yeah, Sensei's like super legit. Sensei's super powerful, yeah, she's like... It's kinda cute though, super tiny elf Sensei. But they looked at their ally, yeah, the whole. But yeah, Sensei is freaking legit, yeah. Sensei is the best fighter in the whole anime, yeah. Sensei's kicking ass, man. Sensei's keeping ass. He's like freaking... I know they have some kind of, I guess, an insertion here. They're fighting each other, you know, who's the best... Who should be the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms? No, yeah, like we're getting into that. Classic thing, of course. What a weird sound effect. Yeah, it's like... What? Archers? Who's coming now then? Elves, maybe? Usually have archery. What's happening? The older brother, I guess. Yeah, of course. Like, I guess it's the classic, you know, yeah, we have the who's gonna be the king, right? They're all gonna fight, and all the royal brothers gonna fight, of course. The older brother appears. He should be on his third side. He'll be in the third faction, but... Yeah, okay. So it's like a betrayal everywhere. But I think the father should be able to block the attack, though, honestly. Right? The father's supposed to be this, like, you know, he's the ruler of this kingdom. He can't just be like a random nobody being the leader, right? It would be more if you stabbed him in the back, something would be more reasonable. Instead of, like, you know, you shoot him on the distance, right? He should be able to block that. He should have some own powers, right? How else would he be king for so long if he couldn't, like, fight, you know? If it's a lord's castle, he can't even fight. What happened to the hottest girl, BENDER, though? She also controlled by him to join his allies. Again, that scene was so stupid too. She's like, oh, no, don't fight. Immediately she's like, what? She's like a trained warrior lady. Why can't she do anything? Why does she just look at them like, oh? And at least Sensei kicks ass at least. Yeah, at least Sensei has a lot of like ass kicking scenes. Yeah, at least Sensei gets to be look cool at least. That's good. And what? She just to kill him? Well, it's like a lot of... Well, that's too easy to. Men Sofia is powerful and evil, yeah. She also sliced his head off. What? It's kind of funny. I feel like everyone is so weak when they die. Yeah, they die so easily, apparently. Unless they don't, you know. I mean, sometimes they die easily. If they get backstabbed or whatever, then they die super easily. His head just flew like nothing. Yeah. He couldn't use his cool Windomatic. I don't know. They're kind of weak when they actually get into a fight with... So she's evil too, though, right? Yeah, the BENDER, right? But that, see, she has Firematic. And why didn't she defend herself? That was so stupid! He enters, she's like, you're my waifu now. And she's like, no! I love you more than you. I'm a woman now, but it was like, come on, can she just defend herself? Can you see? She clearly can fight now. Because now she can clearly fight with fire. Why didn't she defend herself and sister against him, right? My god, it was so stupid. She's clearly, she's a redhead, right? She's clearly a fire magician. She's clearly like a high-level fire magnet user, like we see here. But yet she couldn't use it in self-defense at all. Like, it's just so stupid. This makes it even more stupid now because she's clearly more powerful now too, so yeah. I mean, the more I see her fight, the dumber it looks, right? She's dead now? Not the top waifu! Okay, good. But see? Okay, good. Kiss her, man. Daft take her out of it. She will remember her true self. Yeah. But yeah, Sensei's like really did. Sensei's like Sensei's by far the best fighter they have. She's all like, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Sensei's all like, dodging swords like nothing and like wind dancing and shit, yeah. But yeah, it's Katja, gender girl. Maybe she can defeat her mind here. But again, like she's really quite competent fighter, right? So why couldn't she defend herself at all? This is oh my god. Like she even has the power to fight her mind control here, right? To some extent. Yeah. But yeah, Sensei fighting like some kind of ninja or something. Sensei fighting like Silas from Berserk or something. Yeah, I don't know. She's... Yeah, what can't the healer now for? I don't know how it's working anime at all. Where's the finish down, man? So the genderbender girl dies? Come on. Hottest girl can't die, man. Come on. You can't kill off the best character. Oh my god. Well, maybe not then, because he's like, miracle, I'm the main character, I can heal anyone. Maybe? Okay, she's fine. Good. Good. Can't kill hottest waifu. Yeah, she's fine. Hopefully. She's fine. Good. Can't kill Katja, man! The hot redhead genderbender girl! Come on, it's so boring. She's clearly the main, you know, the main love interest. Come on, man. But the Oka Sensei's. He's just like, Sensei's god and powerful. Yeah, she's like, yeah! Yeah, I can finally fight for real! She's like, okay, super easily. And of course, Sophia has her Onishan's head there, I guess. Man, she's really evil. Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah. Betrayal everywhere. Yeah, whoa. I guess her, like... Gonna bring over the... But she... How long did she carry the head for? What did she kill the brother for? When she was like, she killed my brother. When did that happen? Like an hour ago? 3 days ago? She was like, I carried around the head for like... What? I mean, yeah, like how long should she keep that head for? Like, you're like, for this moment! And it was like, I kept it for... It was kind of unclear when that happened, but yeah, okay, like, I kept having it with me. Very important. Put it in my, you know, my item bag, you know, my magic satchel bag. But yeah, Sophia is very powerful here. She can defeat Sensei's powerful wind magic. Okay, she grabbed her somehow. I don't know this. Like, yeah, this is like ninja character to keep appearing. You know, it's like kind of chakram throwing. Yeah, a sort of man, I guess. But maybe fire god into now then. Maybe spider god will appear. I don't know. This is the loose thing here. Okay, a bird appears. Oh, of course, it's his other girlfriend. Of course, his other wife. His dragon. Well, of course, she's finally hatched from the egg, right? And she appears to save them. Of course, her. Yeah, Faye, you know, the dragon wife, of course. Of course, she appears. CGI wife appears. Here we go. Yeah, and it's like, Faye! It's like, hey, babe, I come to save you, my husband. Here we go. They got married that earlier. Yeah, come on. It's finally back, right? Yeah, because now Faye is like super huge now. Since they got married here. Of course, she hatched from her egg again. And goddamn main character powers, man. Soon it's main character powers. Well, it's like I got married to like the dragon girl. She can fight for me. He's like, he was thinking with his head there. Like, well, that's why I smashed my dragon wife so she could come and fight for me, right? Of course, yeah, dragon waifu is very powerful. Skip the ending, and he can fly to them, yeah. That's the mistake of the bad guys here. They don't have enough waifus. Yeah, the bad guy should have, you know. But you know, that's why you betrayed him, right? To get the genderbender and the Emoto and so on. That's why you betrayed him in the beginning. As you all know, that's why you betrayed him. He only had like, he had 0 waifus, right? So he had to betray them. But still, though, yeah, he still has an army of hot waifus. I mean, it's like, god damn it, man. But of course, Faye appears to save them. Maybe it was Sophia talking to someone. Maybe the... Is this the head with her? She really loves the head! Yeah, she's like, that head, man, the head is really loves the head. For some reason. But we saw in the backstory there with the elves in the forest, so it might explain what she hates the elves for, right? Coming back to that happened to in the Kumiko side story there. Yes, and she's like, yes, my dear demon lord. Yes, but again, thanks to the goddamn opening though, you kind of see them fighting, right? Because Kumiko kind of saves, and yeah, I mean the beginning is interesting. She saves clearly another isekai character. I mean, like she's obviously another isekai character, like Welsh or Shibi, right? Some of her classmates, and, and then she's like, I really watch over her. But I'm guessing that we kind of see the elves, right? Nothing to explain, of course, but we kind of see her. You know, we see the elves kind of sneaking in the forest, right? So that probably explains why she hates the elves, right? So we kind of get the elves sneaking around here and so on. So it's probably some backstory there why she's like, I'm gonna, what the elves have done, right? And you know, Sensei's Onishan or whatever, you know, he's her elf Nishan. But otherwise, though, I mean, yeah, the best part is Sensei kicks the ass. Sensei is like, yeah, the Sensei is like a badass. He jumps around and like kick flips people and does some weird, you know, like wind somersault attacks and so on. I think that's the best part. It's Sensei's. I'm trying to find the best image for Sensei is like kicking ass. There was one which was dodging the Chakram ninja guy, you know, like the Berserk bad. That looked like, you know, one of the guys in Berserk there. The Chakram. When was that scene? There was like a beautiful scene where she dodges the sword in close combat and she looks all hot. Yeah. Yeah, it is like what a Sensei scene, man. I think you can find it here. I think it's when gender is like gender bender. Oh, there it is. So it's goddamn super fast frame, man. The frame is so fast. Sensei is like dodging with some kind of sword dance, some kind of wind dance ability. This, yeah. And there we go. But Sensei's freaking bad. Sensei is like super idiot. He's like, whoa, yeah. Sensei is masters of like, I have a very tiny, sexy elf body. Like, whoa, whoa, yeah. She's like super well trained Sensei, man. Like, why did they get? She got easy mode, man. Sensei is super powerful. Yeah, she's just like dodging the attacks in like super close combat, like just dancing around. I'm like, yeah, Sensei. Of course, Sensei is very, very powerful. But how long did you carry the head, man? But otherwise, I don't think it's stupid though. Really stupid how Katya though, you know, gender bender, right? Hottest girl, hottest, not the most attractive girl, right? How she is so, how she was so useless. It looks very romantic though. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kiss her basically. Yeah, I'm gonna like seduce her. That's gonna make her remember who I am, right? Gonna push her out of that, you know, mind control. But it really fits to me though that. How would I say it, right? When yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I think it's really stupid how, you know, he attacks them, right? Takes his sister, takes his genderbender wife, right? Takes his wife and his sister basically, right? That makes them mind control. Because again, when she met him, right, when he betrays them, she's like, no, don't do it to me. You know, I used to be a man. It's kind of like that, instead of like, well, she evidently can fight. I mean, she can fight with fire magic, and I said that episode. I was like, isn't she some kind of like, you know, natural, you know, fire master because she's like a redhead, so she's, you know, an angry fire magic, right? So doesn't she have fire magic going for her? And yeah, clearly she does. The more she fought in the episode, the more stupid it looked, right? And the sister, of course, couldn't kind of defeat the mind, whatever kind of issue, but she could, right? So how did he just capture him so easily? She was like, oh no, she's surrendered immediately. She probably should have fight him, right? And in her perspective, he should be then returning with no magic, right? Of course, he has to get empowered, but she doesn't know it yet. So why didn't she just defeat him, or at least try to defeat him? She was shredded immediately. That was just so stupid. That was just so stupid. And I think with the father too here, the father is like, what, bam, yeah, like, because it's one thing she would backstab the father, right? But she shot him in like from quite a distance. And I would imagine that the father is some kind of, you know, level 100 swordsman, has been in many wars, you know. He should probably be immune or at least be able to dodge, has his own magic or so on. Oh, yeah, immediately in one attack too. That doesn't make any sense. Honestly, it doesn't. Oh, he's not even that old, you know. I don't think that's very good writing, honestly, because, no, come on. The father is supposed to be, all of the sons to it, they can fight, right? The high levels one, yeah. So would the father just happen to be the kind of the king, the lord, whatever, the duke, without ever doing anything? Doesn't make any sense. He probably spent his whole life, you know, in different wars and training and so on. He's like Shu is, right? So he's probably, the father has to be high level to even like retain that kind of position, right? And yeah, like he can get one-shotted, you know, because it is clearly like a gaming thing. It's a gaming kind of, right? Where they have levels, they have health points and so on. Wouldn't the father have some kind of self-defense abilities? Wouldn't he have some, you know, reflect, whatever, right? Wouldn't he have, you know, he's like level 50? Wouldn't he have a lot of health points? It's kind of like, I don't know, you play a random game, World of Warcraft, and you just enter and use one-shot troll. It wouldn't make any sense, you know. He's a king for a reason, right? So a little bit like, how did the king just like one-shot it? She one-shot him? Come on. That was like because it wasn't even a good betrayal scene. It wasn't even a good betrayal scene because she's like, Shishue, bam, you know. And he's like on the other side of the room, you know. Yeah, it wasn't like she was like, it was more like, you know, Snipe Yoshishibe! Yeah, that wasn't even like a good way to betray. Which was like the maximum distance in the big, in a large, very large room, right? He should be able to defend it. I think so, at least. Given that the father should have some at least minimal skills, right? Because there wasn't even like close to him. He should be able to dodge it if he has like, if he's like somewhat competent, right? So it's a little bit forced, I feel. Then you see the same thing with her brother also being like, oh, he lost immediately. Like, what? Kinda, I don't know. But yeah, the intrigue, I think there's the elves there in the forest and so on. It wasn't really perfectly explained what they were doing. They're like, why are they, yeah, that's probably why, I guess she's happy, Demon Lord, that kind of Demon Lord coming in there. Something like that, right? But again, possibly being Kumiko being the Demon Lord, she's being her being the Demon Lord then, but then we see the opening. I guess, yeah, the opening is like, the opening screws you over because you're like, oh, it would make even more sense to think that she's a Demon Lord given what happened in the first half of the episode, but then you see it's like, oh, well I did see the fight here in the open though, right? It's really like confusing.